Well, I have good news, bad news, and good news. The good news is we're back again at 93. The bad news is, and you'll hear in the last year or two, you heard my little talk, and the last good news is, it's short. This is my father, James Mozart Strickland from Newnan, Georgia. Dad was born 03-13-23, making him a young 93. Dad has the distinction of having served in 3 armed forces, the Navy, the Marines, and the Army. In the Navy, Dad flew the distinguished one. He flew the dive bombers in the Navy, and when I was in high school, hot rodding the 56 Chevy, he would say to me, son, if you want a real thrill, get 2,000 feet in the air, 2,000 horsepower in your left hand, head toward the ground, have people shooting back at you. That'll give you a real thrill. After that, he served in the Marines in the Korean War, where he received the Distinguished Flying Cross, which he's wearing today. And he got that for volunteering to go to the forward lines to rescue the wounded. He did it at night, in the mountains, in bad weather, under heavy enemy fire, and his helicopter had no navigational instruments. After that, he was in the Army at Fort Rucker, Alabama, the Army Aviation Headquarters of the United States, where he trained helicopter pilots. And I'll make you feel good about your job by telling you that he did something every day called auto rotation, where you take an 18-year-old student up in the air, you cut the power to the helicopter, and if you do everything just right as the helicopter descends, hopefully the air currents going back up through the rotors get the rotors turning again and the engine turning again. And that's a pretty interesting job description to do daily, on a daily basis. And as interesting as serving in 3 armed forces is, about as interesting as the fact that as of September 22nd of this year, he and my mother, Carolyn, will have been married 70 years. Pretty good by today's standards. When I asked him the key of his success, he said, well, it's not as much like being in the military. You take your orders from your commander, and I do exactly what he tells me to do. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And that was from the heart. We'll do that again next year, I guarantee you that. Please, we're going to bring to the microphone now music that's part of this program each and every year. And we have been at several different patriotic events where Massey is so kind to show up, volunteer, and sing.